They're holding a very high line here.
It's going to be Silva, in towards De Gea, in towards the goal. Julian Lescott with the touch. Manchester City lead.
Well, it's a brilliant delivery from Silva. The front part of Manchester United's back line don't retreat, so the ball's able to go in there. And Lescott just gets across his marker. Nothing De Gea can do about it. Watch again. Can't come for the ball, De Gea. Certainly no offside. Ferdinand gets the wrong side. It's a really good goal from Lescott. He was more determined than Ferdinand. And he has a great record, Lescott, when he was at Everton particularly, scoring from set plays.
Well, he's continued from where he left off at the end of last season. Scored against Stoke, scored at to task. I wonder when the last time was we had a charity or community shield game with 5 first-half bookings. That's Dzeko, and he got plenty on it. What a blast from Edin Dzeko. 2-0 City, and that is a belter.
When you ask, well, I thought De Gea was at fault for the first goal. I'd like to see this one. That came from a long way out. It was obvious that he was going to shoot. It wasn't a surprise that Dzeko pulled the trigger here. Finds a bit of space. There's only one thing in his mind, and that's to shoot. Oh, it bends, it dips. Goes past the goalkeeper a little bit too easily. And look at the swerve on it. He really strikes the back of the ball. And this is where it starts to go away from the goalkeeper. But he's slow to react. He's slow to go down as well. And he needs to take some criticism for this one. Although the ball did start to swerve just in front of him.
It was hit hard, fast and true, but it was hit into a pretty central position in the goal. De Gea couldn't react quickly enough. Free kick, and it's through to Smalling, who's popped it in. City looked for an offside flag, but it never came. Chris Smalling gets Manchester United back into the match. Ashley Young provides. City 2, United 1.
Once again, that same sort of ball played into the danger area. The back players, the Man City players, don't go. Watch, they all stop the Manchester City defenders. Smalling runs, Dzeko lets him go. Lescott expects the goalkeeper to come for it. Defensive coaches need to have a review of the way they defend those free kicks. I said 30 or 40 might be scored in the Premier League this year. It might be 60, 70 the way things are going.
United are coming again. This is Rooney. All the options in the middle for him at first. Here's Cleverley. Found a gap. Rooney. Nani. Rooney again. It's Nani played in by Cleverley. Brilliant finish. Wonderful goal. 2-2 at Wembley. That was special.
Absolutely brilliant from Manchester United. Cleverley was instrumental, so was Wayne Rooney. Here's the first run from Cleverley, linking up with Welbeck. Wayne Rooney thought about shooting, but they're still looking to pass it in and around the box. Clever play, 3 one-touch passes, and what about the finish? He still had a lot of work to do here. He had the intelligence just to clip it over the goalkeeper. Still got a lot to do. What a finish. What a goal from Manchester United. They've certainly got a game on now.
Well, the Community Shield has turned around. City 2-0 up at the break. 12 minutes into the second half. It's all level again. He would have told you at 2-0 down that this didn't really matter. This was pre-season. It's going to be Silva. Dzeko first to meet it. Didn't meet it as fully as he might have done.
That was a chance. Dzeko came out the pack.
Oh, hesitation there, and Company has been robbed by Nani, who's through to win it for Manchester United, and will, and does. Manchester United win the Community Shield. Nani with goals 2 and 3. They've turned it around from half-time. It's United's Shield once more.
Well, a real mess from Man City at the back, but he took it well, Nani. To start with, I thought he'd run too straight at Joe Hart. He threatened to shoot with his right foot. There's the chance up the other end. Dzeko had it. Wayne Rooney just hooks the ball on. Clichy and company don't deal with it. Company doesn't go through. No, it's too straight, I thought, to start with, but he does it ever so well, just to make it look as though he's going to pass it with his right foot into the corner. Takes it past Hart. And Company can't get back.
Gareth Barry was claiming handball, but Nani just did everything right. He ran in, he chased it, he made the most of the mistake. He was telling people this didn't really matter before the start, Sir Alex Ferguson.
And he was probably saying it didn't matter even more at half-time. But what a comeback, what a performance from Manchester United in this second half. As we said, they've played with a better urgency.
Nemanja Vidic has walked straight past the shield. I just wonder if he'll hold on at the end of the line and wait for all the players to converge. Or maybe he's leaving that moment to his manager, bringing up the rear.
I think what Alex Ferguson will be also pleased about is the fitness of the players. Played with that great intensity in the second half. They kept driving forward. People were recovering when the ball got played past them. Wayne Rooney was instrumental in most good things that they did.
A new man with the armband. Lifted the Premier League trophy at the end of last season. They've all had a go, haven't they?
Perhaps he feels embarrassed because he was on the field when they were 2-0 down.
Yeah, 2-0 down when Vidic went off. Well, he's going back now. David De Gea just being told to take his turn. His time will come for Manchester United. Now the captain has his hands on the Community Shield. Now Nemanja Vidic will lift it high in the company of his Manchester United teammates. In English football terms, they've started where they left off last season. They've won a trophy. They're off and running. And that feeling, no matter what you've won in the game, only gets better and better. Manchester United, winners.
And deservedly so. They started last season off slowly. It looks as though they're going to start this season off really sharply. The other teams have got to fear them. That was an exhilarating performance in the second half from Manchester United.
When all's said and done, Stuart, this is a one-off.
Yep.
This is a pre-season game, in essence. Does it, though, just give a marker, particularly to Manchester City, a lesson to be learned by them, and United just basically sticking their thumb over the opposition again?
And just when you watch the body language of the players, particularly in that second half, you looked at Man City, when things weren't going quite right, were they all pulling together? Were they working as hard as they should be? Whereas Manchester United's players, you could tell there was that will to win. They were determined to put one over on Man City, and they certainly did today.
Do you think that will be the story for the season ahead? They're well versed in playing Premier League matches and then going on to play Champions League games. For City, this is a whole new experience.
Well, the City squad is going to have to get together because they're going to be changing. They're going to be out the side 1 week, then playing again the next week. They're going to have disappointment maybe in Europe. They're going to have disappointment in odd games. How they pick it up from there. Manchester United experienced last season. They didn't play particularly well at the start, but they kept on grinding out results. And then when they started to play well, they ran away with the championship.
Well, for City, it's the first time they've lost at the new Wembley. 2 visits this calendar year, wins over United and Stoke in the FA Cup. For United, well, their last 2 visits to City and to Barcelona, they've resulted in defeat. Now they've righted that. They're the winning team again. Wayne Rooney all smiles. He had his arms outstretched at full time. Goodness me, didn't he look fit and ready for the season.
And he was instrumental in everything that's good about Manchester United. And I think that's his position. He's got to play deeper. In the first half, he almost played as a second centre forward or a second centre forward. In the second half, he dropped deeper and became a third midfield player. And that's when he has most influence on the game.
United start next Sunday in Premier League terms. West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns. Will Roy Hodgson and Kobe worried?
I think they'll be very worried because that, the fitness that they showed, the fluency, some of the one-touch passing was excellent. The new players that have come in have done well. Maybe they could look at the goalkeeper and say De Gea didn't play particularly well, and that's something we might target. But in general, I thought Manchester United's display was excellent.
And will we hear a different story from the manager now? Will he continue to tell us that this doesn't really matter? I suspect not. This is a win over City. This makes it different.
Absolutely. Yes, he might have been saying it before the game, it doesn't matter. When you win, suddenly it means something. And these players know that they football much, much better than their City counterparts.
The corks are popped. The champagne is flowing. Manchester United don't often know any other way. They started the season as they ended the last. Manchester United have a trophy. Manchester United are winners.
Manchester United celebrating. That's now the 19th Charity and Community Shield that Manchester United have won. 19 certainly becoming their lucky number after taking a record 19 league titles last season. 10 for Sir Alex Ferguson. Such an amazing achievement.
It's an incredible record, isn't it? And you look at him jumping up and down at the end there when Nani put the winner in the back of the net. He's still got the same enthusiasm as he had, what is it now, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 years.